And a look at the Warriors, arriving earlier on, looking sharp and determined. This Golden State team ready to get after it. Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Andrew Wiggins, in his 8th season, was named an All-Star starter. That's the second longest wait ever after Kyle Lowry. Wiggins said, in Golden State, I'm around greatness, and those guys believe in me. Offensively, they trust me with the ball, and defensively, I guard the other team's best player. That right there is motivating. Kevin?
Indeed it is. Thank you, DA. Now, Golden State's starting 5. The pairing up front, it's Green and Looney. Curry is out there with Hield, and it's Wiggins in at the 3. And for San Antonio, Paul out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's Barnes. Then there's Keldon Johnson. And so off the tip, it's San Antonio. Oh, a lot of history, Richard, between these two teams tonight will be another installment in this terrific rivalry.
And let me say, playing in the same conference, having to go through each other year after year, yeah, that can breed a little bit of contempt. Let's just say it that way.
Exactly. I'm sure you felt that against rivals in your division and your conference.
Yeah, I think most of the time they felt it against me. A beautiful all-around game of Johnson. So dependable when it comes to finding open teammates.
And Curry, here we go.
And one of the many special things about Steph Curry, his loyalty. Sticking with this Warriors franchise since being drafted back in 2009.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
First free throw is good.
A multiple-time champion and relentless competitor. Curry's drive to be an all-time great, well, he's pretty much there.
And both free throws good for Curry.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Paul passes to Barnes. Johnson against Green. And the basket by Johnson. And talking about Steph, he is the face of the franchise. And his loyalty is shown.
Steph's been a model citizen, never complains, never causes any issues, willing to work with young teammates. He is the ideal superstar to build around.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Keldon Johnson. And he gets the bucket.
What focus from Curry, embracing the physicality and figuring out how to still capitalize through it.
And it's Paul penetrating, and Looney sends it back. Wiggins left side, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Paul passes to Barnes. And here is Johnson, guarded by Green. Johnson, good.
Nice move by Johnson. He is solid off the dribble.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And here is Curry. The pass to Green. And here is Curry. Three-pointer, Hield. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. Wiggins with the block.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, RJ, you played against Draymond Green. Do you agree with him when he calls himself the best defender in NBA history?
No, of course not. He's not the best, but he's worked his way near the top. I'll give my guy that. And look, he's a defensive player of the year, and he has been in consideration multiple other years. It's his versatility that gives him such a boost on that other end of the floor. Just another day at the office for Mr. Curry.
Vassell, the pass to Paul. Barnes against Wiggins. Vassell with it. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And it's Paul missing. Warriors leading by 6. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And it's Wiggins missing. The Spurs have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Johnson finds Paul. Shoots over Curry. Paul can't get it to go.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Green passes to Curry. The 3 bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
Something he's worked on over the years. Green is an elite passer.
Johnson, a wide open look, and he can't stop the run as he misses.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while. He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Shooting for Golden State. Stephen Curry.
Free throw good, Curry, and the Spurs with some changes. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Johnson, and Jones subbed in for Vassell. Then for the Warriors, Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Green. Kuminga comes in for Andrew Wiggins, and Gary Payton has subbed in for Hield. Now here's Paul, shoots over Curry, tries again, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And if you're going to foul Poeltl, you have to make sure you really whack him. He's remarkable about finishing through the contact.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors. Outside Curry. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Jones with it. Now Payton defending. The 11-footer, and Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Jones.
What confidence from the accomplished veteran. Paul doesn't need much space to shoot from the mid-range.
Pass to Looney. Kuminga with it. Barnes on him. Picked away. Jones against Payton. And Payton sends it back. Curry is inside. Defended by Paul. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 14 points for the game.
This is what Curry does best. He is so creative at getting into rhythm and staying hot.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. That's a 2 from Barnes. Here's Poeltl, and the dunk by Poeltl.
And Poeltl has a stick-with-it mentality on the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the boards.
Curry finds Looney. Payton from outside. That one doesn't go. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back. for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
So with Paul on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then it's Collins. Then it's Jones. And it's Roby in at the 4 slot. GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an all-NBA team.
They get it again. Payton dishes to Green. Cuts off the pass. Vassell, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch. And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Payton. To the middle. Jones against Hield. Back to Kuminga. Pass to Green. Payton looking around. Collins grabs the miss.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Jones with it. Now Payton defending. Here's Vassell. Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. As a player, is that something you enjoy, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from 3. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the 3-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court, and there's screens all over the place. It's miserable.
Fades and shoots. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Wiggins kicks to Melton. It's intercepted. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And stolen by Wiggins. San Antonio with the rebound. Outside Collins. Johnson against Hield. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got 6 points.
What physicality from Johnson down low, throwing his weight around and getting past the contact.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Spurs trailed by 4. Here's Jones.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Jones. And the Spurs with some changes. Gorgie Dang comes in for Collins. And it's Paul in for Vassell. And Golden State also making a change. Looney's checked in for Kuminga.
And this is why Wiggins has become an efficient scorer, doing a much better job with his shot quality, and loves now to attack inside.
Chang with a clean look. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Here's Looney. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
He saw a path to the rim, and he took it. The defense just couldn't stop him.
Kevon Looney may be a veteran player, but he continues to overachieve.
Just last year, he set a new career high for reboundings in a single game. As a player, it's your job to keep improving yourself, and Looney has never lost sight of that.
Here's Hield, following the basket by Chris Paul. Looney passes to Hield. And it's Paul penetrating, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Now it's just a 3-point Warrior lead.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Now here's Wiggins. Over Johnson. That one doesn't drop. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Here's Paul. They get it back. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just one on the basket from Roby.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Here's Wiggins. Here's Looney. Passes it to Melton. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Unloads from 9. On the wing, Heel. He's guarded by Johnson. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
Ball against Melton. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Chris Paul.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
A three-pointer, Wiggins, another 3 for Golden State.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
Now here's Paul. He's got 8. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
It's stolen by Curry.
Third team foul.
Over Paul.
Substitution of
No good off the back of the rim. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Warriors lead by 5. The Jets now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
32.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and they've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing through.
Steve, thanks for your time.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Definitely no fluke for him, as he just turned in an outstanding game in their last outing, and now tonight, he's rolling again. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
Shaq, what's your take on San Antonio so far?
Their inside attack has been overwhelming. Hard to beat someone when they're living at the rim.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. We'll see Wiggins and Green play in the forward spots. Buddy Hield is out there with Curry. And it's Looney in at the 5 down low. The pass to Johnson. Ball outside. Pass to Barnes. Lock at 6. Over Wiggins. Barnes can't get it to go. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Tipped away and taken away by Paul. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
He sees the mismatch, and he just goes to attack, keeping his jumper out of the defensive reach. Just too little.
The Spurs shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for your Spurs, number 1. One shot.
Warriors leading by 5. Outside Curry. Dishes it to Green. Curry looking around. 5 on the clock. Here's Wiggins, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
That's a fantastic decision by Curry. Defense too focused in on Steph.
Pass to Barnes. Over Wiggins. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Curry can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Green with the rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And as good as Draymond Green has been on the floor, this guy will be an all-time broadcaster, already a popular podcast. Great TV studio appearances as well.
Poked loose. It's stolen by Johnson. Wiggins with the block. Outside Curry. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 17. And Draymond Green, the next broadcasting star. You watched his work. Why is that?
And Kevin, I think his basketball IQ is incredible. And we see that when he plays, but he can also vocalize it to the audience. And of course, Draymond is not afraid to say what he thinks.
Pass to Vassell. Count it.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
This team needed a spark, and boy, did they get one with that incredible attack at the rim.
Curry's shot is good.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And the pass to Hield. 6 to shoot. Curry finds Hield. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one.
A little bit of a prayer from Hield. No cracking under pressure for him.
Here's Vassell, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors. And that one misses. Pirtle is checked in for the Spurs. Zach Collins comes in for Keldon Johnson. Different look here for the Warriors. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Andrew Wiggins. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Stephen Curry. And he's good on the second. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter of the game. Payton passes to Looney. Ball against Payton. And Anderson has it in the corner. On the wing, Melton. And the 3 off target. Spurs trailed by 11. Barnes, right side. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls.
Third team foul. At the line for San Antonio, Harrison Barnes.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so Payton will bring it up for Golden State. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Melton. Payton trying to get open. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know, DeAnthony Melton's progression as a shooter has been impressive.
Yeah, he struggled on the pull-up jumpers early in his career, but he worked at it, and now he's very efficient. His offense is almost as good as his defense at this point.
Now, here's Vassell. He's covered closely, and that one's good. Barnes.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
On the wing, Melton. Shoots over Vassell. Lets a floater go. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Looney. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Got a piece of it. Paul kicks to Vassell. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Anderson against Collins. Anderson outside. Payton in the corner. Back to Anderson. It'll count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. And it's Chris Paul. Then there's Pirtle. That's the San Antonio 5. And another great look at the 2K drive.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one.
Peel dishes to Kuminga. Lets it go with a 3. No good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Defended by Kuminga. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And that one, good. Curry's got 22.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
Kicks it out to Johnson. They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. Here's Pirtle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And it's difficult to stay down on Pirtle's pump fake. He really exploits defenders with it.
And he can't hit the second.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Spurs trailed by 4. Yes! And the foul. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
It's Curry outside. And Pirtle pulls it down to take the lead. The Warriors pull it in. Hield's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Curry outside. And again, no good by Golden State.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Jakob Pirtle. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Oh, they get it back. Yes, that goes in.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Paul against Curry. Knocked loose and taken away by Paul. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. Paul passes to Barnes. Johnson outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And guys, Keldon Johnson has continued to perfect his craft.
A very flexible forward, scoring the ball better than he ever has. And that growing confidence you can see. He can spot up or shoot or slash his way to the rim. Almost kind of a throwback wing. Johnson, he likes to slash, put pressure on the defense.
That's tipped. Hield kicks to Curry. And they get it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Look at Curry getting crafty, ensuring he gets fouled while in the act of shooting.
Now Paul. It's a 4-point ball game. Pass to Vassell. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio. And that one falls for Vassell. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
He left some at the line, but at least he made it a 2-possession game.
Curry passes to Looney. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And being the aggressor there and getting rewarded for it. Love watching Wiggins get inside and draw the call.
Good on the second free throw. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Paul, and Looney sends it back. Here's Curry, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You never want to foul Curry. He's pretty much the best free throw shooter ever.
Shooting for Golden State, Stephen Curry. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Stephen Curry hits them both.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
And there's the call on Curry. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And they sent the wrong guy to the line here. Paul tends to make the most of every trip he takes to the stripe.
Certainly some pressure on those free throws, and it's still delivered.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're down by 4. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And it's the Spurs ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Vassell. The rebound by Hield. Hield's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Curry kicks it to Looney. Curry dishes to Hield. Back to Curry. There's the 3. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
I think we knew who was firing off the shot here. Curry is just too consistent not to be trusted with it.
Passes it to Vassell. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Spurs lead by 3. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. On the wing, Hield. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I'm sure Curry can close his eyes and still make these. And frankly, I'm waiting for him to do that.
Stephen Curry hits them both. 1:06 left here in the fourth quarter. Vassell kicks to Paul. Defended by Looney. And Looney sends it back. And taken away by Paul. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And due to the bonus, he'll head to the line for 2. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
The numbers show that Paul is a maestro in the clutch. And with his efficient free throw shooting, there aren't many players that you'd rather give the ball to in this situation.
Spurs making a switch here. Hurdles checked in. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Hield is such a big part of this offense. The team is leaning on him right here.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're ahead by 1. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Hurdle finds Johnson. Here's Paul. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Curry with it. Now guarded by Hurdle. Curry against Pirtle. It's good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
That's a 2 from Paul. Ooh, offline. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we got rebounds, we made big possessions. So I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.